Hello everyone, today we're going to be building an apartment on 910 Medina Studios, and this apartment is going to be sort of not exactly a studio apartment but nearly, and it is going to be an apartment for a sim who really likes Halloween. I was thinking this sim probably has more of a gothic aesthetic, and so I wanted this apartment to have elements of that but also be sort of playful, like the Halloween decorations that aren't really scary, like more colorful. That was the initial idea behind this. In the end, I am not sure how much it really is like that, but I wanted this to have sort of a very particular aesthetic, and I think I achieved something similar to what I was envisioning originally. So the kitchen has this dark color scheme with pops of color. The tiles are black and the counters are brown, but there's lots of orange metals, and right now the chairs are yellow, but they will change later. But that was the general idea for that space. And I will come back to the kitchen a few times, I think, during this video. And if you're enjoying this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I am going to have a few more spooky builds this month, and I am really happy with them. I'm going to have a vampire nightclub that is going to be disguised as a sort of children's art school, so I'm very excited for that. Now we're moving on into the living room space. I decided to have a split level sort of thing here, and I will make this a lot more dramatic later. But for now there's just this little division of spaces with these columns, and I am using a trim that is gray so that it matches the trim on the wallpaper. And here you can see that I really wanted this to be a colorful space with reds and purples, but also I wanted there to be sort of an antique style in here, so that's why the pictures and the furniture look older. But I also added some pumpkins and other decorations that aren't so antique as the pictures that I added later. So for the entryway, I wanted this to also have those touches of Halloween decorations. I thought of using 2 pumpkins here, but I decided to keep only one and use these dark flowers from Seasons. And I really like how it came out with the mirror from Get Together matching the side table from Cats and Dogs. So we are now into the bedroom for a while, and I decided that I wanted to use the My Sims trophies that have these more gothic sort of characters and this very traditional expensive bed. It's a really good bed. Sims get really good rest when they use that, but it is really expensive and it looks a bit much. And I also decided to use this pillow on the couch in the living room. I think I do add one to the bed later. As always, this apartment is available on the gallery. My ID is Veranio. However, if you do choose to download this, you might have to re-add the platforms, or you might decide that you do not want the platforms and change it to your liking. But for now we are just adding a desk on the little office space that I'm going to have there. It's really an office nook. And I am creating these stairs to make this split level more dramatic, and also changing the flooring to a gray color. I think this flooring is from Jungle Adventure, and it's really detailed and it looks distressed, and I really like that. So I thought that fit this space quite well with the distressed and older furniture that I am using. And also these curtains give it more personality, and I really like that. So this is going to be the wardrobe area of the bedroom. It's just a dresser with a bunch of makeup and jewelry and accessories next to a bookcase, which I think is sort of funny because there's going to be another dresser quite far away from that, but the clothes are next to the box. So I lost some footage for the bathroom, but you can see it here. It's just a really simple space, so I think you get the idea for it just by looking at it, and it's also going to be in the screenshots. But now I have added that other dresser that I had mentioned and moved around the bed and the side table a bit. And we are now decorating the stairs. We are adding a big grandfather clock and a chair. I think I am going to change that chair later, but for now we are adding these banners and decorations and decorative paper. I changed that later, but it's going to stay in this apartment. And I am decorating this little side table, which I will also change slightly later. I also decided to add this statue from Get Together, which I really like how old it looks, but it looks kind of dangerous. So yeah, thankfully Sims don't really get poked by those things, by their decorations. But I also wanted to have more personality on these walls. It was looking a bit too much like a box, so I added these windows. They are also from Get Together, and they are really pretty. They have this stained glass, and so to add them I had to move around some stuff because of the walls that were interfering with this really big window, but I think it looks really good how I have them in the end, and also it frames the bed really nicely. It did, however, mean that I had to move some of the pictures in the living room, but I think there was still a lot of space for me to do that, and I'm very happy with that, with how that came out. So I did add lots of like collectibles and little things to the bedroom especially. I think this sim is sort of a collector. I think it's the sort of person that sees something they like and they get it. But it still has like a very particular aesthetic, and the color scheme is sort of mostly cohesive, so I was very happy with that. And now I have moved those papers to the garland to this area between the columns, and I am really happy with how that looks because it's something that I always have in my house when it's November. So it makes me very happy to have that in The Sims. And in the kitchen I have changed this gallery wall a little. I added one of the crow feathers from Cats and Dogs. I changed the chairs for some that I felt fit this space a bit better. And I also wanted to add some more decorations and small appliances. However, I do not keep the book that I added at first. It's one of the things that you get when you are an author. It's from the base game. And I decided that I wanted to have that in the bedroom. But I also added these light switches everywhere around the house. And I think for now there's mostly just finishing touches. I think I lost some more footage somewhere, but it's really nothing major. And so just to finish this space, I added a record player and some more decorations, and I also changed the lamp on the bedside table. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.